That is some good
quality.
Freaking quality. I'll leave back in the thing. Oh shit. So then just go back and forth. I gotta get stuck like this.
So you're just gonna react to the Dragon Ball, huh? And then you don't even know where they go. It's crazy. Opposite side. You got the most retarded.
He said opposite side.
Fucking retarded.
You get look, see? Alright, anyways, we just gonna you know what? Just fuck them. Look, let
There you go.
That's not gonna keep that there.
No? That's crazy because it looks like it's keeping it there.
Anyways. Alright.
This is Anime Breakdown. I'm Zane, he's Tez. What are we talking about today, bitch?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm Tez.
No, excuse you.
I introduce myself.
I'm Zay. You don't introduce yourself. You
He's
talk about what we
Zay.
doing.
I'm Tez.
No, I'm
This
Zay.
is the
He's
Anime
Tez.
Breakdown.
This is not a breakdown of anime. We're breaking down anime.
And what we're gonna talk about today is
how much you bitch you are. What are we talking about?
the big three.
What big three?
1, 2, and 3.
What 1, 2, and 3? What?
Anime big three. Whatever fucking big three.
1, 2, and 3? What? Like,
huh?
what you talking about?
1, 3 big, 2, 3 big, 3 big. So now. But we talking about the big three from the ancient era.
What's the ancient era?
Like 1980s, early 90s.
Okay.
And then the old era, and then the same thing, but it ain't. The old era is like mid 90s to early 2000s.
Okay.
And then the new era.
What's the new era?
New era.
They know what the new era is. Shut up.
The current shows. I just had to get that out there. It's Dragon Ball.
That's your dream.
I need 4 more.
Number 2.
No, I got 4.
No,
the
I got
4
one.
one's mine.
No,
Everybody knows why
So
that
number
one's so
one.
famous. Grandpa
Number
Gohan
2?
handed that one out.
Everybody know. Need number 1.
Anyways,
Let's get started.
one of the most highly debated things in anime are the big three. It's the big three.
Literal bastard.
It's the big three. So me and Zay, we decided to go ahead and break it down from all the way back to the early anime days till now. So Zay,
Shut up. What's your big 3 for the ancient era, or so you call it? The oldest one.
the oldest one, the old bitch.
Hey, you
So-
gotta be cussing up.
I will.
We got PG viewers. You got
Right.
children at home.
Anyways, so now my ancient era will have to be, of course, Dragon Ball. That's number 1. Number 2,
Act like I ain't got the Dragon Ball shirt on.
not better. Y'all can tell us which shirt is better. You know what I'm saying?
I got Ultra Instinct.
Bro.
You got garbage.
And you let him. I got all the same.
You got
I got all
Gohan
the
on there.
same.
That automatically.
It's Kid Gohan though, the one that everyone loves.
That automatically.
That's what everybody likes.
He disappointed everybody.
When he got older.
Period.
When he got older.
That character disappointed
No, when
everybody.
he got older. Goku.
We'll talk about this on another.
All right. Dragon Ball, Fist of the North Star, and Yu Yu Hakusho because it came out in '92. Those are my big 3.
I got Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Go-Go 13. The 007 of anime.
The 007.
Because
Not the
it
John
carried
Wick.
the old early. The old era. It carried it.
It carried it. Because it was in the 80s. All right, for y'all that don't know, Gogi 13 came out
1983.
1983, early 80s. So that's why it's ancient. That and the anime and manga, whatever, like Fist of the North Star and Dragon Ball, those are all early to mid, all the way throughout the 80s, pretty much.
It was dominating. It had like 280 million sales.
Yeah, bro, it's still
Way back when anime was like starting to really come in to its own.
it's like top 10 selling manga of all time.
Oh, it's top 5.
Top 5, I bet.
What's wrong with
Excuse me. Excuse me, Zay. Excuse me, Zay. Excuse me. No, but so Fist of the North Star, I put that on there. For one, it's just like personal favorite, near and dear. That's first manga. That and Banana Fish, we'll talk about that another time. I need to read Banana Fish, Dad. But anyways, that Fist of the North Star was one of the first manga I personally ever read. And then Kenshiro, him, I think he's one of the. We're gonna have an episode about strongest fighters, and he's gonna be one of them.
Okay, we'll have an episode about strongest
martial
fighters.
artists.
But you know what? We gotta put Go 13 in there because it's like, he'll shoot.
He will shoot. No, that don't count.
Yeah,
that could be another class.
They're gonna try and fight. He's just gonna shoot him in the face.
That could be another class of snipers. Anyways, but yeah, so Fist of North Star, they got a movie back then, an actual live action movie back then, in like the 90s, I think it came out.
They did.
So that was popularity in itself, and released in America. But yeah, it's a high grossing one. Not very many people in our generation per se have heard of Golgi 13.
You're right. But it still made it to top 5 of all time.
And then if you go to the video games, like right now.
So Fist of North Star.
What's the new game? The fighting game that just came out.
Jump Force.
Jump Force.
Kenshiro
is in that game.
No.
And your boy from Golgi 13 ain't in it. Right? And Dragon Ball speaks for itself. I mean, that's like one of the most influential anime of all time.
It's a solid argument, but it still ain't even break top 5. Yours didn't even break top 10.
Why didn't it? It did break top 10.
It didn't break top 5.
It don't need to break top 5 because that was manga.
I mean,
if we
want to make that argument,
if we go to ratings,
you should put Go 13 over. What do we say?
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah,
you're right. So like
on yours at least, and then I should take out Yu Yu Hakusho on mine and put Fist of the North Star.
What y'all?
Yu Yu Hakusho is the more near and dear to everyone's hearts. It's more popular, just like Jump Force.
Mr. Zay here,
just like Jump Force.
He's always wrong.
Guess what? They had Yu Yu Hakusho characters,
but they didn't have Golgi 13 characters.
They did.
That's
what I'm saying.
Yu Yu Hakusho's in there because the anime series. So it was voted best anime in the mid-90s.
It was voted.
It won an award for it.
But guess what? Go 13 was 83. That's why. Otherwise, it would have been nominated.
The manga didn't win.
Just like it
the
whole time it was out. Dominated the charts.
Ain't got no awards for the anime.
Plenty of awards.
I bet there's more anime watchers than there are manga readers.
You're probably right. I mean, but what's that got to do with this argument?
Because that's why Yu Yu Hakusho's in there instead of Golgi 13.
It's an anime.
Yeah.
And a manga.
But the manga is where the sales came from.
And the anime.
Everybody. All right, so the ancient era.
So let's move on to the old. We got our ancient pretty solidified. Let's move on to the old. What we got for the old?
That's not even one that's the highest debated one. The old era is one from about late 90s to about 2010.
And people always cry about this one.
This was a big one. To me personally, I say Dragon Ball Z. Yes, I'm putting Dragon Ball Z in there. Not Dragon Ball. Those are two different things. Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and One Piece.
Not in that order.
My bad. Okay, so my order would be no. Yeah. Okay, my bad. So yeah. I don't know, for that era, yeah, I would say in that order, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, One Piece.
You put Naruto over One Piece.
For the old era, yeah.
You tripping because One Piece dominated the charts all the way through. Still to this day,
Not back then.
It's dominated the charts back then too.
Look.
It dominated Naruto. Are you kidding me? The whole time.
Look, y'all tell me, good job. In high school, I'm going for my personal experiences here, guys. All right. We ain't crunching numbers like this nerd over here. But anyways, but I remember people running around with their hands behind the back like Naruto and doing the fake Kamehameha wave. But when people out here talking about gum,
you had a few
or gum.
They was wearing straw hats to school with a big ass X on their chest. You seen it? Went to the same school.
No, I ain't seen nobody.
Yup.
I'm blind in school. What's your order then?
Mine would
In your
probably
order.
be. So for mine, I think I'm gonna go with. So you can go really two ways with it. You can go Dragon Ball Z Kai, or you can go Bleach. But you always gotta throw One Piece at the top, Naruto right after that. But you can go either way really, because in 2009, Bleach dominated Shonen Jump magazine sales with Naruto and One Piece. But like overall, like the overall popularity, you really look at Dragon Ball Z Kai, and if you're looking at franchises, it's not just like manga sales and anime sales, you're looking at Pokemon. But and for all of you that are like, oh, it's not a shonen, we're not talking about Shonen Jump. We just talk about like overall anime, overall manga. That's what the argument is. People are like, oh, it's not a shonen. Quit crying about that. Always crying. But yeah, so I mean, really, I go either way, Bleach or Dragon Ball Z Kai. I'm not going to choose one, you know. But you made a lot of people mad because, you know, your statements, you always telling me you don't like Bleach.
Look, no, I like
Bleach.
Bleach.
No, you say you don't like it.
I didn't say
Oh, no, you're going to act brand new in front of the camera. You're going to act brand
No, I said
in front of
Bleach.
them, you're going to act brand new. No, I'm letting them know. We're lying. Lying. Talk to him.
So for my reasoning, matter of fact, all right. So it ain't that I don't like Bleach. I like Bleach. I think it's good. It's just not. For one, it's not great by any means. I get that it's popular because people watched it growing up, but it's one of those ones. Like you go back and watch it, y'all see what I'm talking about. It's disappointing because for one, the story, like in the anime, it was inconsistent for one. So you had these huge filler arcs. Like I was a mad person. I went back and watched it all the way through because I didn't remember all of it. I didn't think I'd seen all of it. And it was in the Espada arc, and then it goes off into a filler arc when they're trying to fill that captain spot for I think the third.
Naruto is the king of fillers.
No, matter of fact, Naruto.
Flashback Friday.
It has
every episode.
Flashbacks for days.
In the middle of a war.
And they're annoying. But at least the flashbacks have something to do with the stories. Do they not?
No.
Why don't they? They're talking about a character usually that's in a fight.
They have something to do with the characters, but nothing to really do with the storyline.
The character is
suspended from trees talking about some nonsense for 40 episodes.
But it's not a filler, it's just a flashback.
No, it's filler.
It's something that happens. It's something that happens. It's not canon.
It's filler.
It ain't canon. No, what do you mean? The flashbacks are canon.
They just did it to fill out.
The flashbacks are canon, but in Bleach, the fillers have nothing to do with the story. Like I said, they were filling the slot for the third captain, I think it was, whichever one that I think Aizen had left. And it was a new guy that came in. They went through a whole arc where he ended up being evil, this, that, and the fourth. And then out of nowhere, it just cuts back to the spot arc. I was pissed.
Dragon Ball had GT. A whole series wasn't canon.
That's because
that's a filler.
Akira Toriyama wasn't even part of that. I don't count. That's not a filler. That's the whole series. It's like technically
uncanon.
That's a spin-off series. But then it goes back to the spot arc, which made that whole arc just null. Like it just didn't exist. It didn't happen. I was pissed because I just spent like good 40-something episodes watching all this. So that was the first thing that made me mad about Bleach. Two, it just kind of just dies off after the spot arc. The spot arc I thought was great. I loved it. Grimjow giving Ichigo that work was hilarious until the end.
That was pretty fun.
But then, but yeah, so like the spot arc was great. But then you go into the was the Bound arc I think was next.
Yep.
And kind of where it went off, and Ichigo lost his powers and things like that. It kind of just died right there. Didn't even integrate.
It came back up though. It came back up.
When?
Not in the
last arc. When he got his powers back, no, that was just trash.
Did you read the last arc?
I didn't read it. I watched all of it.
The one that just got released?
That's just released. That's new.
Yeah.
I'm talking about when.
I'm talking about now. It's coming back up.
We ain't talking about now.
You ain't reading it.
That's new era.
You ain't reading it.
No, I ain't reading new. All right, I'm reading, but it ain't gonna change my opinion.
It's gonna change your opinion how it ended.
That
it's gonna end different.
That
and you gonna watch the spin-off?
Nope.
No.
Do what?
Yes. Anyways.
But no, yeah. So I won't put it in OB3 because although it is popular, it came on back in the day, but based on how poorly it was written, I'm not putting it in there. It's Dragon Ball Z. I don't care if y'all say it's too old. No, it ain't too old. Dragon Ball Z, because it was during our era when we were growing up. Naruto and One Piece. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, I go either way with them. Man. You know, you can choose either one. Anybody that argues against it, I have an argument for them. I don't really have an argument for you because you chose Dragon Ball. I put it in there. All right, let's move on to the new. Who you got? What's your pick? What's your 3?
My 3.
Tell me what 3 is.
For the new.
Screw you. I'm telling them mine.
Current.
Mine is My Hero.
Wow.
Yup.
Wow.
Yep. Just went like that.
Wow.
Just went like that. Attack on Titan. Next.
Wow. Trash.
And then the third is
Trash.
pretty up for grabs.
It's all trash.
Right now, I'm between 2. One is trash because it surpassed One Piece for sales, and that would be Demon Slayer. But personally, I think it's overhyped.
Trash.
So I would go.
He didn't say it was overhyped a month ago. He loved it. He thought it was great.
I been saying it was overhyped.
He thought it was the greatest thing ever.
As soon as it came out, I said the graphics are the greatest thing ever.
Oh, it's one of my favorite.
You tripping.
He's switching up, y'all.
Tripping. No, I said it was one of my favorite. Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Nope. See, I read it ahead. Jujutsu Kaisen gonna be there. All right.
You say so. Okay. So you're
Attack on Titan. So I got My Hero.
Oh, yeah.
Then Attack on Titan. Then I got either Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, or Fire Force. Those are my 3 picks that can take the mantle next to solidify themselves in the top 3 of the new era. So tell me what you got, clown.
Oh, clown.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't no clowning over this way.
Huh.
Anyways, before I got locked up.
You got locked up?
Yep. No, all right. So mine, I made it pretty similar to yours. So I said Attack on Titan and My Hero. But for me, currently, I give the 3rd spot, or who I think is going to get the 3rd spot, is going to be Fire Force. I think Fire Force right now is so well written. I love it because it's like somewhat emulating the great, also lyric thing, but the great Full Metal Alchemist is right here. Y'all can't see it. Full Metal.
I think it's somewhat emulating Soul Eater.
Let me get my piece.
Go ahead, get your piece, but I don't
mind
it. Can I get my input?
You get your turn.
Selfish.
Selfish.
I can't get your turn.
You keep interrupting.
You keep talking.
Because my turn?
Nope.
Anyways.
Keep talking.
It emulates Full Metal Alchemist and the whole secret society, running the world, that whole conspiracy theory type thing. So I love that. I think it's well written. I think it's a very creative take on the whole fire department thing. The special forces of the fire department.
That's great.
I like that dope. And then, but yeah, so you said you had Demon Slayer as one of the kind of honorable mentions though.
Yeah.
I ain't like that.
I mean, it surpassed One Piece for sales, man. You gotta throw it up there.
You're right. For sales is up there, but I personally don't think. I think it's gonna die off.
I think it's gonna die off too. Honestly, I feel like the next season is gonna go strong at the beginning, and towards the end, I feel like it's gonna start to die off slowly. It depends on where they end the second season. I read ahead. I didn't want to read all the way through because, to me personally, the manga kind of dies down where the anime's graphics are just like superb. Like, yeah. I mean, because really, you can make a comparison. I mean, if anybody goes and tries to read One Punch Man, and then you go and watch One Punch Man.
I read One Punch Man.
Please try. Tell me.
It's funny. I like it.
I mean, it's funny, but that artist.
Why'd you compare Fire Force to Soul Eater?
Just mainly it has to do with like graphics. It has to do with the way the main character looks, the way they have like the little. Have you watched Soul Eater?
Just started it.
Yeah. Keep watching Soul Eater. Watch it all the way through, and you'll see a lot of similarities between the two. Just watch it.
I'll give you my take on that when I start catching up. But yeah, for me, Demon Slayer, for one, I think is the most overhyped anime out right now.
I think so too. I like it.
I think it's
I think it's overhyped.
I like it until like the just Inuyasha with extra steps. you got the
You went there.
you got the human.
Don't touch
and you got the
Inuyasha.
demon.
That's my first anime.
You got the human and the demon going after either, in Inuyasha's Jewel Shard, and in this one, the head demon, to try to change someone either from or into a demon. Basically, what it is. And it's kind of like the story is so cliche and predictable in Demon Slayer. So I don't think it should be. I mean, the animation is dope. Don't get me wrong. I love the animation too. But it's very overhyped. The story is kind of eh. And the fights are cool. And the characters are all right. You got the typical idiot and whatever. I just don't think it's that great. Jujutsu Kaisen is a good one though. That's a good one to put up in there.
All right, so tell me your favorite in every era, real quick. Let's end it with that.
Like my favorite
Let them know our favorites in every era. Like an honorable mention. What's your favorite in every era? That's outside of the three that you picked. I mean, because my personal all-time favorite is One Piece, and yours is what?
Mine's is Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball, yeah, favorite.
But all right, even an ancient one.
Go ahead. It's gonna be banana fish, ain't it?
Nah, I don't think ain't banana fish that old. But ancient, I guess I don't know, man. I ain't watched that many old ones. I'll say Gundam. Gundam is a really good one. For that era. How about you?
I'll probably go with Gundam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the two.
And then my favorite outside of the big three for the old era, I would say Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon?
Sailor Moon.
The old era?
Yep, that's classic.
I'm gonna go with Full Metal.
Does that count?
That counts, man.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are right.
That's deep.
Can I check on back?
Nah, you already
Full
said
Metal.
Huh.
If y'all ain't know,
CE bandwagon. See that?
you know what?
Climb.
That's crazy because if I put out my top three, I was thinking 90s. That's what I was thinking. I keep thinking over there, because those released.
But
it does go to 10, so I screwed that one up. I did. All right. You're right. My bad. I messed up. But all right. New era. Outside of those three.
Because I know we upset a few people not even including Full Metal in the three and the old.
I know.
But it's just the sales though.
I would say that, and then the fact that it was so short.
Yeah. It didn't have enough length to really solidify itself up there. Even though it
ended so great though. Like it ended great. That's definitely my top
I like
five.
both of them. Did
Yeah.
you like both of them?
The Full Metal Brotherhood and the regular. Yeah.
I like both of them.
I also beef with those when people say like, "Oh, it's trash." But I didn't find it.
I didn't find it bad.
But yeah, it was just short, but it ended perfectly. That's definitely in my top 5 all time. But for the new era, so I guess my favorite out of the three, outside of the big three, in the new era. Man, that's tough because there's some good ones in the new era.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. I might go with Jujutsu Kaisen, man.
That's in my big three.
That's in your, but you said.
All right, go ahead. Put in yours.
And my big three.
Yours. All right, yeah.
It's outside of mine because it ain't been out long enough. But I think Jujutsu Kaisen is gonna come up. And might take over that spot. It's between that Fire Force, but
That's
yeah.
why I put it up there. Yeah.
But what's your?
Where's your new three?
My new three was Attack on Titan. My Hero and Fire Force has a spot for me for right now.
All right. Okay. Yeah, it just had 3 up there. All right. So outside of the ones I said, there's a tough one. I mean, an honorable mention, even though like it's all over the place right now, it's technically trying to become the new Naruto, and it's doing a lot of disappointing stuff. I have to throw Black Clover.
Black Clover.
It does a lot. It's disappointing.
It is,
but it's good at the same time.
And we're talking manga right now. Yeah. Manga has gotten a little beside itself.
Yeah,
lately. That's why.
Yeah.
If y'all, y'all anime watchers will see it soon. But yeah, I agree that it is going sideways. But
we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it might get its footing.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. I mean, I feel like Asta's a pretty decent character. I think Yuno is a pretty decent character, and
Noel, of course, is the best character.
I feel like it's got a lot of room to improve because I feel like I want to go for a long time. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta become like the Wizard King.
They have so much potential in it for it to have a long.
And I feel like it's gonna end up like Fairy Tale.
Fairy Tale, man, I don't understand the hype around that one. Personally.
It's hard to get there, honestly, for me.
It's a struggle.
It is.
It's worse than for those that are fans of this. It's worse than trying to get through JoJo.
Oh. Man, boy. Man. That one, I don't understand that one. Like, I can't remember the name of the anime page I follow on Facebook, but JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was like trending for like out of nowhere. I hadn't heard of it until this page a couple years ago. And it was just trending for a long time. Now you see like kind of, JoJo's face everywhere. That show is awful. Just plain and simple. Like, at least the beginning. I mean,
you gonna make a lot of people mad. I said it's a struggle to get through. It's awful.
It's bad, man. It's just corny. It's like it's so much like it doesn't make sense for one. Matter of fact, the power in that show is kind of why I have a little bit of beef with Demon Slayer. The whole breathing technique to make your blood flow, control that and stuff. I guess, technically, you do in real life, you breathe to, make punches strong and stuff like that. But like, how are you gonna, I don't know, I guess you guys like it's perfect villain, but like blood flow and controlling your breath and circulating your blood flow is kind of like the basis of power. And the villain is a vampire. Like, what? I mean, that's kind of just like the ultimate villain, and then so much plot armor as well for both characters. For both the villain, what's his name?
Dio.
Yeah, Dio. He has plot armor. He apparently can't die, and then you got these different generations of JoJo's, and it's just like this is pretty ridiculous.
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
It says in the title.
They'll do some bizarre drugs right now.
All right, let us know in the comments down below what your big three are. If y'all got any beef with anything we said, we'll try and respond back to you in the not so nicest way possible. Yeah.
Don't forget to follow our page on Instagram at the Anime Breakdown.
Leave a like, subscribe. It helps.
Yep. And we'll be back. We're gonna start blowing up you guys' YouTube.
Going up the timelines too. Follow us on Instagram at the Anime Breakdown.
Yes, sir. All right. That'd be a wrap. Let's get it. Exit. Ending.
Exit.
Ending.
All right, you go that way, go this way.
Yeah. Like, oh man.